Hello, Crafty Friends. So, look what Sparkle's been up to. I think it was Robin from Daisy Journal Company said that she likes sometimes getting messy, and that was really not my forte, but I decided I was going to get messy. So, my lovely sister from New Jersey sent me some more of these clamshells because I wanted to make some jewelry or ring bowls. So all of these three beauties were made with one napkin. Not even a napkin, like a quarter of a napkin. They're so pretty and smooth and shiny and glittery. So I had those three that I made, and then you already probably saw these. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for my 8 sisters. So these are done, and they lay flat. If they didn't lay flat, I would put some little legs on the back. So they're all different, like my sisters. So I'll put them up there. Then she also sent me these oyster shells, and I said, send me some white and black. So she sent white, and she sent some black, and she cleans them before she sends them to me. So then I thought, well, let me use hubby's drill press and make some holes. So I did. See, there's a little hole there. There's a little hole there. And there's a little hole. No, this hole was in it already, and that's a big hole. But I'm still going to try to salvage it. But look what I made with those. I think these will go to my great granddaughter's. One's her first Christmas, and one's her second Christmas. So aren't they cute? I'm leaving them back. I might put their names on the back, but I like how easy it was to get the holes punched in there. I didn't do any damage. I remembered what my husband had taught me when he was still visual and he could see, and yeah, so that was great. On these, this is how they come after she washes them and she sends them to me. Okay, this is their natural state. So I tried to put a transfer on here and it didn't work, so I repainted it. So these will be just painted white, and I just used some acrylic paint. I'll just do one. I'll just do this one. These I just leave the natural color and just decoupage on them. But these, because I don't want any show through, I just put a little bit of, and I'm just using my finger, okay? You don't need a lot, and it's the drying time. Um, you probably could use gesso. I don't know how the collage Mod Podge would stick to that, but anyway, I'll just do that and let that dry like that one's drying. And if you really loved it, these ones need holes punched. If you really love the background like this, I really love this, I might leave it. And I'm not sure what I'll do. Now you could, there's a technique where you can pour paint in these, but there's a medium that you need and I don't have that. So, just using what I have. Okay? So there, Robin, I got dirty. So I just let that dry. And then I would These over here. Then I would this one should be dry. This one's pretty dry. Well, when it's dry, I would put my decoupage right on here, and then I would put my tissue. We can maybe do this one. I have a few left. This is a big one. Let me see. So I might use that for this. So this one then, this is matte medium decoupage. You could start with a brush. Well, most people would just use the brush. But Sparkle likes to make sure she gets it in all the nooks and crannies. And make sure you get it under the lip there, okay? And then take your napkin apart so you just have the one ply and find your design and gently tap it in. And you can get most of the wrinkles out this way. If it's really big, you could cut it down a little bit. Like we don't need all this. Okay. And then I gently make sure I get it in the lip under here. And then if there's a pattern, just make sure. Now this is a little short here, but that's okay because I put some gold. Oops. I put some gold paint down on the edges, metallic. So I'm just going to leave that. So then you just got to let this dry. And after it dries, I would take an emery board or a sander and go around the edges, and all this will come off so that it looks like this. So there's no rough edges. Okay. And then you would put another coat of Mod Podge to seal it. But you could put glitter in here. Sometimes I use nail polish, glittery nail polish, maybe to highlight. Let's see. See on here? This is nail polish in here. This one's plain. This whole thing I painted with a purple metallic nail polish when I was done. These are stickers. This, I just added some nail polish to this flower here. So it just gives it a different look. Okay. So we're going to just set this aside to dry. And that's what you have to do is just make time. Just take your time. So now this one can have some decoupage. Oops. Get a little sloppy here. And these ones are really weird shapes. But they're pretty. They're different. Again, I'm just using my finger to get in there. Now, you don't have to be like me. This is the top. So I'm going to leave this because I'll paint that gold. But just spreading my decoupage. And on this one I wanted to find a smaller print, so I have this napkin. Make sure how many, it's got a bunch of plies. And I only need a little section here. So I just want to get some of these flowers in here. So if you leave yourself enough room, so you can, if there's crevices, you can get in the crevices nicely. Again, let it dry, trim your edges, and put another coat on it. These make cute little ring bowls, like I keep mine by the sink. So then you could take your emery board or your and it comes right off. Okay. You could cut it with a scissor. I'm sorry if this noise is annoying to someone. I just wanted to show how easy it was. And just go in one direction. Don't saw back and forth. Now, if this bothered you, you could put another piece of this on here. Maybe we will. I'll see. This one is probably going to be for me. She gave me a few extra. I didn't want to take all her shells because I have a feeling she's going to want to be making something with them. So I just asked for enough to bless my sisters, and then she sent me some extras. Now there's different ways to do these. This is just what I use, the way that I use. Now I don't want this on here because I want to paint that gold. So I'm just going to pull it off gently. And when I put my next layer on of Mod Podge, I'll take care of that. I'll glue it down. So I'm going to decide if I want to fix this. And let's see what color would be over there, like words or something, right? So maybe I'll put this over here just to show you. Do I have any? Because you could always, with Mod Podge or decoupage, you could always do repairs. Okay, so that'll be fine. And once it's dry, we'll take that off. So when you get it to the way you like it, it's all dry, you'd put your second coat of decoupage on to seal it. We'll just give this a minute. Let's check this one. Good enough. Now, if you don't have these, or let's see if I can find them. I used to have a set of files. That I got from Harbor Freight. So I'd want something flat. Let's try this. Again, just go in one direction. For these shells, you might want something like that because they're such wonky shaped. Now these don't have to be ornaments. I just did those because I was trying my drill skills and to see if it would work. So I have that in my arsenal for future reference. So yeah, once you get it off, you can go back and trim it up. If anything, wouldn't that be cute? Like sitting on a dresser or by your table. Sometimes in the living room, I like these because like at night I might take my earrings off or something. I can just put them in here or by your bed. This needs to be glued down a little bit. So put that down. And you just go clean it up. And like I said, don't be too worried about the edges because we're going to put that gold paint on it. But that looks kind of sweet. I like it. I like how it lays. So let that dry. Let's check this one now. Now you can paint the back. Sometimes I paint the back gold or whatever color. Let's just take off the edge here from our little repair. Okay. It's a little sticking up there. I'm just going to cut that because I'm going to put gold on top of it and it's right in that little bend. See how pretty and it's smooth? Okay, so we will throw our scissors in the garbage. No. So then we just I'm just going to pour a little bit of this in here. To start it. Oops. I know people are probably just like, Sparkle, what are you doing? And I try to go from the center and push out. Make sure you get all the edges. And this is very forgiving and it dries very clear. I like this better than Mod Podge usually for this. I'm in the desert and a lot of my product, if I don't use it regularly, it dries up pretty quick. So make sure you go. Okay, so I tore it under there a little bit. So I'm going to take another piece that I just all right, let's go in there. Give it a little love in there. we're just going to let that dry. It'll be fine. Can't really tell now. So that's going to dry. And this one, need a drop. And so in the future, what I could do is I can punch my holes after I design them because I saw that it worked okay. I wasn't sure how my skills were going to be, but they were fine. So I would just as soon as decorate them and then decide which end is up. If you want to make a hanger out of it, you don't have to. I have a Q-tip here, and you could go in here and make sure you don't tear anything. Okay. Okay, then that has to dry. So yeah, if you set them up and you get, like I do all my painting, and then I'll come through and do my next layer, and I keep going like that, then it goes pretty fast. And plus I'm sitting under a fan, but you could just walk away and come back later too. But for the sake of the camera, I'm just and even though that's still drying, put these over here so they don't get stuff on them. I'm not sure what to do with this hanging things, but I just think they're adorable. I would put my gold paint on. You could do that now. And what I use is, I have these from, I guess, the Dollar Tree. They're these kind of Q-tips. So I just go in here and I just paint it on. And just go along the edges. It'll take that white core right away. And you can, I like to leave that space there open. That's me. And like I said, if you wanted, you could paint the whole background. I suppose you could just use gold paint, but I did have this for something. And the metallic, it just gives it a nice finish. And you can't really see your edges at all. And I'm just dabbing it. So you just have a very faint gold edge. And it'll cover any tears on the edge or on the sides. And then up here, like I said, I like to leave that little bit of natural spot there. But if you want, you could paint that. Now you can use a paintbrush, but Sparkle never uses what she's supposed to use. Okay, that needs to be tacked down right there. So I'll have to come back in later. See how it's all shiny? It's almost dry. All this white will go away. Give it from this angle. Give it a little dab. Go around the edges. Yeah, you can touch this up. going to do a little repair inside here later. And like I said, this is just going to be probably mine. So pretty. I think they're so pretty. And then this one, look at this beauty. So yeah, I'm going to look for some smaller prints for these tall ones. But it can be with or without a hole if you're going to hang it. But again, just sit in this by your bed or in your kitchen, in your bathroom. I wouldn't want to get it wet. But I think it would be just a cute little piece. I have a couple of housewarmings that I wanted to bring a little something to the hostess, so I might bring some of these. If I could find out what her palette is. So you just get in there and you add your little touch. And you think it's going to show, you can go on the back a little bit. Go a little sloppy. Just some flecks of color back there. That would look nice. And then you just leave everything to dry. And like I said, these were done months ago. I was just waiting for more shells to finish. And these I did yesterday. And they dried overnight. Really pretty. These three butterflies. So, yeah, I like them. And they're flat. So you don't have to worry about putting feet on them. Some of these I had put feet on them because they were a little wobbly. But it's not necessary. This I painted the background. But yeah, I love the way these turned out. And I love butterflies. And all of this, and yeah, those are all from one part of a napkin, and I still have half of it left somewhere. So yeah, so it goes a long way. But I'm gonna let these two dry. I think I stuck my hand in there, so you can go through and touch them up. You can make some dingles, some bangles. I love this one. I love that it had these baby shells on the bottom, like little feet. So, yeah, I think I'll give these two to my two great-granddaughters with their Christmas albums that I made. Because I think that'll be cute. Maybe I can put the year back here. I don't know if I have a marker, some kind of a marker. There's a Sharpie. See if I can write on them. I'm not going to put their names because I need a lot of room for that. So, yeah, and on these I could, like I said, I'll decide. I might just leave this one for rings and things and not, it does have a hole, but I don't have to use it. And same with these. This one is just really unique. I think this one will be an ornament. because it's really unique. Actually, this one was stuck, was like this in here, and I separated them with a knife. So, but they could have holes punched in and they could be ornaments. And then I have probably half a dozen of this size. So I'm not sure. If you have any ideas, let me know. 'Cause I'm just learning all this stuff. I don't really know what I'm doing. But I thank you for stopping by and just seeing my process and my progress. And yeah, I'm going to have to get these boxes ready soon and get them in the mail. So have a blessed, beautiful day. And this is for you, Robin. Love you guys. Bye.